Hey, Shadowrek here. Today's video is just a short public service announcement regarding the new Reshii Wraps. Also, if anyone blames me for saying Reshii Wraps, I was calling them Reshii as well, but they said different in-game. So, basically, with the new Reshii Wraps, you have a fiber socket. And when you do the quest line, right when you finish off, it's going to give you one of these fibers. So I have it right here, precise fiber. This is a critical strike one. On the Havoc Demon Hunter front, the natural thing to go for is just safe answers, go for crit. When you can sim this later, it'll depend on your character, but I'll get to that in a second. With these fibers, right away, the first thing you should do is you should go to the crafting order table and get this made by a tailor. Just come in, type in fiber, and there's the pure precise fiber. Now, there's actually one of every stat. These are incredibly cheap to get made, and especially if you have access to a tailor, really just get every single one of them crafted. So what I'm doing is just track the recipe, which I have for pure dexterous fiber here. And with these, the rank of the materials that you're buying doesn't matter. So it's just get whatever is cheapest, because there's no ranks to these. And you can just buy enough for one if you just want to do crit and not bother with it, but in my case, I'm going to be doing this and ordering all of them. I do have a pure fiber already. Now, the reason that you want to order these is you can see on my cloak here, the crit is 1191. And when I swap this from the one that comes from the quest line or from the vendor to the pure one, it's going to jump up to 1701 crit. Over 500 gain just for going and getting an item crafted. That's going to cost you like less gold than any enchant. So definitely make sure you get that done. Now, the reason that I'm saying that you could just get one of every single one done is plain and simple. Depending on what your stat priorities are at any given time in the tier, you could want a different stat. So if you just end up with gear where you're lacking haste, or you're lacking mastery, or even somehow lacking verse, that might sim ahead. And this is a free way to swap around 1700 stats without having to do things like swap around, ring enchants and recrafting pieces or things like that. So while crit is a good option just to take as a baseline, I'd recommend, because they're so cheap, just having one of every stat type in your bags. At any time, you could just literally right-click, left-click it out, and swap it to a different stat. So if you ever want to swap the stats, or you get a different piece of gear, that could be important depending on what you get for like jewelry or other types of gear throughout the tier. So definitely do that. I just keep getting asked which fiber to use, and it depends on your character. There's no downside to swapping the stat around. If you need more haste, you can go for haste. If you need more mastery, you can go for mastery. You can default to crit if you don't know what to do, but you can also just always sim this. That's really everything for this video today. Thank you. Leave a like on the video if you like this kind of content, and follow my channel if you'd like to see more. Thanks, have a good one.